with the word being that James Harden could potentially land a $200 million contract this summer. Just give me your overall thoughts of where James could go and the impact that this could have for the rest of his potential career.
Have teams lost their mind? Like, seriously, what actual contender in this league is ready to commit $200+ million to a 34-year-old player? He's not washed by any means. We saw what he can do in the postseason. We saw what he can do in the regular season in terms of 20+ points, led the league in assists. He definitely still has gas left in the tank. But you pay players for what they can do for you when it matters most. Yes, he had 2 40-point games in 7 games of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. But in the games in which he did not drop those points, he was damn near invisible. In Game 7, where it mattered the most, he had 11 shot attempts and only made 3 of them with 9 total points. In the final 2 games of that series, he had 10 or 11 turnovers by himself. What has he shown me to say you're worth $50 million a year? Because again, he wants 200 plus, right? That's going to be over a 4 to 5 year span. If it's within 4 years, it's going to be $50 million a year. Who in the hell is going to pay him that much money? LeBron James doesn't even make $50 million in a season. And he's in the Western Conference Finals at age 38 with damn near 40 points in an elimination game. I want you to tell me what James Harden brings to the table to deserve $50 million. He had flashes. He had spurts. That's not consistent basis anymore. That's not 2018, 2017 James Harden averaging 36 points a game. This is barely half of him. He has enough to go all in every other game. That's to say, that's just to assume that he's going to play 82 games in a year, which we know he's not. He is one of the least most clutch players I've ever seen outside of that shot in Game 4, if I'm not mistaken, to put Philly up, to tie the series 2-2 against the Celtics, to where he had a shot in overtime over Jaylen Brown in the corner. He's consistently turning the ball over. He has way too many off games as opposed to his few on games. And overall, his body language just doesn't scream like he's somebody that wants to be somewhere. I mean, let's be honest. The guy asked Doc Rivers permission this postseason to go to the club in Vegas because the Celtics took 6 games to beat the Hawks because they swept Brooklyn. So he took it upon himself to say, you know what? I'm going to prioritize myself and my selfish needs, and I'm going to go to the club. To which he was caught by TMZ smacking somebody at the back door. So your team first, you want to be on a contender, you want to win, but your best chance to win that you've had arguably in your career in terms of supporting cast with Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, and the remainder of the Philadelphia 76ers, you wouldn't want to opt in to compete again. Philly can offer you the most money. You got Doc Rivers fired. You made it to the semifinals, which is the farthest you've made since the Western Conference Finals when Chris Paul got hurt against the Warriors. Now you want to go back to Houston, who was a lottery team with 2 ball-dominant guards at Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. and Ime Udoka. I'm genuinely stroking my beard and my mustache here, just trying to think about what dumbass organization would sign you. I don't understand. I mean, Dwight Howard's out here calling for people in Taiwan. You might want to go out there if you want that much money, because I don't know what NBA team in terms of contenders is going to give you. Because if Houston gives it to you to come back, by all means, have fun wasting the final years of your career. But if you really want to win, you opt into the $35.8 million contract that's remaining with Philadelphia. You run it back with the defending MVP. You're going to have a new head coach. Figure it out. But no, you forced your way out of Houston to go to Brooklyn. You forced your way out of Brooklyn to go to Philly. And now you are going to leave Philly, which is the best case situation for the remainder of your career, in my personal opinion, in terms of contending and competing, to go back to a struggling, rebuilding Houston Rockets team. By all means, James Harden, continue to waste your career. You're an absolute piece of shit, and you're just wasting time. So I will deal with your stupid step backs for the next remainder, 3-4 years of your career for you to waste my time. Have fun in Houston. I bet the clubs are just popping bottles, just waiting for you to get back because clearly that's your priority because winning sure as hell isn't.